They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by the man who proclaims to be from a whole pack of Badgers. Came into the league back in 2012, Russell Wilson.
It's hard to be frustrated when you throw for nearly 400 yards, but I know he wanted to break that barrier. I think he got the pain eased a little bit when they named him NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, when you get the award, you know you had the best week in the conference. You'll let it slide, but hey, that number well within his range. You know he's got the arm to do it in this one. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down. To throw is Wilson. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. It's complete. He finds Falk here. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive.
We can make this one pretty simple. Walked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
On now to punt, Brad Robbins. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Oh, what a move. And yet again. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans coming back onto the field for their 2nd drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that 1st round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. You look at this Eagle defense. They currently sit at number 4 in the NFL in terms of stopping the run.
Numbers don't tell you everything, but they do paint a pretty good picture. We're talking about 2 top 5 units going at each other. One in running the ball, one in stopping the run. I think this is going to be a whole lot of fun myself.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying.
Guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The numbers there in last week's game for Smith. Comfortably up over 100 yards when cruising past that number, and 2 touchdowns.
How'd you like to be the D coordinator this week? He watched that game last week, and I know his first thought was, we have to find a way to take him out of the game plan. We cannot let him do that to us.
They get this to Smith on the jet sweep. And Devontae going to pick up the Eagles' 1st down as he'll be brought down at the 37. Now a give inside for Falk. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd down and 9. Wilson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 26. Running right, here's Falk. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. Now Wilson on 2nd down. Open man, and now a fumble. The ball's out. It's picked up by the Titans. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And they're going to get it. They bring it down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. They'll give to Falk up the middle. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Play action. It's Wilson. Going right side. He has Witten. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to make it 4th down. York able to send this one through. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Inside give to Dickerson. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is finally taken down, but not before he gets it to the Eagles' 7-yard line. 62 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. Boy, he currently stands 2nd in the league in rushing, and runs like that are a big reason why. Heck, runs like that might get him to 1st.
And when you've got goals in front of you, if you're 2nd and you want to be 1st, that type of running gives you something to shoot for and hopefully attain.
They'll go right back to the ground with Dickerson. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Going to give it up the middle. Here's Dickerson. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. From the 3 now, here they come on 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw here. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. A gigantic sack on 3rd and goal. A loss of 12.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal? That's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Field goal coming from Younghoe Koo. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. Koo knocks this one through the post. And that will tie us at 3-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
Well, that turned out better than most of the passes he could have thrown on that snap. The coverage downfield was excellent, but the containment close to home left him a backdoor escape, and they paid dearly for not locking up.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. On the give, here's Falk. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. They'll go right back to the ground with Falk. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 7 yards there and a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working. I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. As they've got it as we resume action. On the handoff, this is Falk. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort. And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics. York able to send this one through. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So another good job defensively because they've allowed 3 trips into the red zone, but only the 2 field goals. Yeah, that's the bend but don't break, isn't it? And they really didn't get broken at all because if you're running off the field having allowed 2 field goals and 3 trips in the red zone, you've actually come out ahead. Yeah, flip it over to the other side. The offense, they'll hope to cash in for 6 next trip. Tennessee offense set to go again. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD. Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down. On play action, they'll throw. That one into the hands of Beckham downfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it. They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete. 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. It's caught by OBJ. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. The Titans on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
With that down and distance, no real surprise they decided to throw the ball. But I think where the surprise kicked in, the result. Short pass downfield. That ball got taken for a nice journey to turn into a big play.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. They'll look to throw again. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Titans have taken the lead. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Throwing is Wilson. Connecting here with Chark on the out route. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Now Wilson on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. To throw again is Wilson. Complete. Smith has it. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Wilson. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left, and that will keep this a 4-point game. So here are the Titans to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through. And that one winds up no good.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 5. Dickerson trying the right side. Still a couple yards short of the 1st as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's 3rd and 9. Now Wilson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. That one complete. He finds Shark. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now a give left side to Falk. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Here's Wilson to throw. A slant route caught by Bateman. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's Wilson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. Wilson's throw there taken in by Smith. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Throwing again here, Wilson. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
That was their third sack of the ball game. Second in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the second spot pretty soon. Tall task ahead of them here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. York able to send this one through, and that gets him back within a single point. It's now 10-9. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Here's 2nd and 8. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That one a first down pickup of 8. They'll set up a throw. Getting this into the hands of Eric Dickerson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Dickerson on the handoff. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. So we're at halftime here on a Monday night as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started out in Texas, NRG Stadium in Houston, where it was the visiting Jaguars who were able to come away with the road victory. Matt Corral, excellent in the victory, as it's one that pushes his guys 2 games above 500. From there, we'll skip over to Louisiana to check on the Saints at home in New Orleans. And it was the visiting Carolina Panthers who were victorious in that one. Jalen Hurts, terrific in the win, as his guys up their mark to 7-4 with the victory. Finally, let's get over to Inglewood, see what's happening with the Chargers at home at SoFi Stadium. And they were losers in that game as they fall to the visiting Kansas City Chiefs. Joe Burrow, another strong game as his guys move to 9-1 on the season.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. And Charles, some things to like about that first half, ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out and continue to throw the ball effectively.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Now it's Wilson. Quick slant here to Smith. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. They'll set up to run the quarterback draw. They'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Here we go. 60 Vikings.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Here's a 2nd and 8. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the 3rd quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And boy, that sure turned out well for them.
So the Eagle offense coming on here as he'll try for 2 points. After the interception, here's Wilson. And that is caught for the 2 points. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick-6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
This taken in right around the goal line. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
2nd and 4. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And this is going to be a Titans first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 103 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Quickly into the hands of Beckham. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Running it with Dickerson. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. And they'll run again, but he will lose yardage here. Back to the 4-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. They're going to look to throw. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Odell Beckham from 4 yards out. And the Titans are an extra point away from drawing level. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
(17-17) the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They had to run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on second and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
3rd down and 13. Now Wilson. And this one complete to Witten over the middle. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Titans now just about ready to take over. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
So right now what I'm seeing an offense that's just firing off the ball a lot quicker than they can react. And not only that, they're sustaining the blocks, too. I'm seeing guys get 6-7 yards downfield before there's even a hint of contact.
18 Cardinals, 18 Cardinals.
Right back to him on 1st down. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 130 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll run now with Dickerson. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 3. Back to throw here. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Aaron Donald in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well, and that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. To throw is Wilson. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down. From the gun, it's Wilson. It's complete. He finds Falk here. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
When you get into the second half of a tie ball game, you start realizing that every play takes on a bigger significance, and this is pretty significant right here. This is where you start putting the pressure on that secondary, and that's a job well done there.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. In motion right is Smith. That's a jet sweep. Wilson with a little pop pass. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 2nd and 6. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 6. Wilson will throw again. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 19. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Here now, 2nd and 4. Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Eagles. DJ Chark from 13 yards out. And the Eagles have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Now Cade York for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's DJ Chark who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. Out come the Titans now. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. His carries tonight, they're getting up there. So maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
A nice little juke. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 139 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. The Titans on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Back to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
Would it be safe to say?
And now the red flag out on the field. We'll have a challenge forthcoming. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Here's Eric Dickerson. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. A carry for Dickerson. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. Here it's 3rd and 3. He's got his target. That's complete. And he has another 1st down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 36. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. DJ Jones coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Looking to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 17-yard line. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Dickerson. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, some nice running right there. That's what got them the 1st down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A great play there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. What a way to wrap up the week in the NFL. All tied on this Monday night as the kick is away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd and 5.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. He couldn't escape the pressure, and they go backwards in a big way there on the sack.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Boy, tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this first down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Well, I don't know if careless is the right word there, but bottom line, here in the fourth quarter, tie game, you can't do that.
You sure can, Brandon, and not only do you give up the lead, now you've got to turn around, punt it away from your own 20 as well. So it's really a double whammy, but time's starting to become a factor.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. Pulled in at the 24. Broken tackle.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score, but bottom line, they are still on top with the football, and a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. He'll look to throw.
Throw out wide is incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
Toss play. This is Eric Dickerson. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 43-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. He'll drop to throw. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff up the middle. Dickerson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball.
From the 35, here's 2nd down and 7.
They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Back to throw now on 1st down.
To Evans on the slant.
And down inside the 15 he goes. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Beckham goes in motion left.
He'll get it here on the jet sweep.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 10 more there and another first down.
I think the reason that this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and run for it here with Dickerson. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Inside of 2 minutes remaining in a 2-point ball game.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold them to 3 to keep this a 1-score game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great effort there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game.
And the Titans are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
They do tack on the extra point as well, and it might seal the deal as that makes it a 2-score game here with not a lot of time remaining.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26.
So Russell Wilson in the offense. Down by 9. A minute 50 to play. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Now Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Here's Wilson. This little short throw to Witten.
What a way to wrap up the week. Now a big play. It's 3rd down. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson.
That is caught. Bateman. Now inside the 25. Rashad Bateman. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Rashad Bateman.
69 yards.
And the Eagles have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
When you're trailing in the 4th quarter, you got to take some chances you might not normally take, and here, that one pays off big time.
And you have to think to yourself, not only did that pay off big time for them, but what was going on the opposite side of the ball? They know that they have to take a chance here. They know they have to come up with something big, yet it still happens. So credit the execution, but wonder what the defense was doing.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
So down only 2 now, still a chance to finagle their way into field goal range if they can get this onside kick. And the Titans are going to recover the football. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. The Titans go victory formation down to a knee. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Let's go now. Press on, lady. Let's go.
Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line. What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So for Tennessee, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.